After years of waiting and hoping, the day has finally come. Freddy and his crew have been made into real, working animatronics. Welcome to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, the annual event filled with the most famous of scary faces. Although this event takes place all over the world, Freddy has seemingly only appeared in California and Florida, the United States' theme park capitals, of course. Little did I know there was not only a walkthrough attraction filled with real Freddy's animatronic characters, there was also a decked-out restaurant selling themed foods and hundreds of dollars worth of exclusive to the event merchandise. Whoa, there's so much. Look at all that. My friends, this is what an emergency savings account is for. Florida, here we come! Guests of California, on the other hand, may be a bit disappointed comparatively. The themed eatery is on the smaller side, and one of the coolest things you'll see in the walkthrough, the main stage, only has Freddy. So, if you can have it your way, pick the Swampy State. Despite the bipolar rainfall, you can spot many adorable invasive species. Or even the state-exclusive Florida Man. Just take our advice and don't ride the Ministry of Magic when the wait times are 210 minutes or above. The Heaftin urge to burn the whole thing down was strong in this subway-tiled prison. Luckily, Halloween Horror Nights didn't curse us with multi-hour wait times for Freddy's. However, I cannot speak for those poor souls who decided opening weekend was a good idea. Even so, there was FNaF cosplayers around every corner, and it was clear, even in the merchandise, who the king of this year's event really was. And I'm not talking about Skeleton Man from Fallout. Adorned in our BioWorld Bonnie and Foxy onesies, Zach and I began our adventure in the human strainer known as the Entry Gates. From there, we booked it to the inconspicuous Freddy's labeled hangar to begin our switchback adventure. With the threat of being banned from the park, I decided only to film the entryway to our doom. The rest of the footage is thanks to this YouTuber and their obvious clearance. The walkthrough was mind-blowing. I could have been fooled into believing they were the actual props. Their movements and personalities were so incredibly well done that I felt the same feelings for them as I did for the movie characters. Comfort and joy. Hot take, the FNaF movie characters were not scary or intimidating in the slightest. Video game Freddy had me toppling over in heart-stopping fear, and movie Freddy had me ogling over his fluffy face as if he were a kitten. Aww. I so badly wanted to break all the rules and hug the stuffing out of those guys. I guess the surprise character was a little spooky though. Despite not really being a scary attraction, highly recommend. Like nearly all theme parks, there was a merch shop around every corner of Universal Studios, each displaying the same items over and over and over again, with one or two unique items hidden in some locations, seemingly at random. Over the course of our one-night stay, we found a majority of what had been released, and in our naivete, walked away from a perfectly stocked shelf of figures that disappeared later in the night, never to return. The scalping market took its pound of flesh. One item we were lucky enough to snag last minute, though, were a 2-pack of cups that were apparently being sold for upwards of $60 each. Whew, dodged a bullet there. Honestly, I was a little bit embarrassed, but for the sake of our review, Zach and I appeared to be either nerdy high rollers or brainwashed superfans, buying nearly every Freddy's branded item on display. Yeah, we did bring a spare suitcase for this. Before unpacking our haul, we'll give these silly onesies a quick review. Being $45 to $55, these onesies were surprisingly comfortable and not too hot for our late-night adventure, despite Florida's tendency for heat and humidity. We also felt cute. When the hood is down. Only when the hood is down. Oh my gosh. Although Foxy is kind of passable, Bonnie is horrifying.
It's Barney.
But you know, Foxy also has pants. I don't have any pants. But overall, we enjoyed these. Starting with one of the coolest finds at the event, a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place sign. Perfectly replicating the sign from the movie's restaurant for a surprisingly affordable $35. It may be a bit on the smaller side for my liking. I just wish it was that big. but it's honestly difficult to find issue with this thing.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, so I'm pretty sure using this correctly, it is definitely crooked. But you can get it to balance in the middle of the nail track. It just leaves him kinda wobbly.
I don't know why they did it that way.
There was an earthquake, he might not make it.
Oh no, he'd fall and crack and die.
You may want to use a command strip to keep him in place. Next up, the first of many clothing items, a bucket hat. My absolute favorite style of hat, Fredified. Now, this certainly isn't the first time we've gotten a Freddy hat. They've been shoveling these things out since the dawn of FNaF merch in general. However, this is only the second bucket hat to have been made. Or should I say, second and third, because interestingly enough, this bucket hat is reversible. Ooh, I like that. Cute chibi faces on one side, pizza place logo and checkered strip on the other. Sadly though, this hat is not affordable, being $38. Even without the embroidery errors, that would still be steep in my book. Also, is it just me, or do these faces look a lot like Funko's reversible plushies? Now I can't help myself but pull out the weirdest find of all. Freddy Fazbear candle. Yeah. Universal decided that a freshly baked pizza would be a great idea for a candle. A pizza-smelling candle. I can hardly believe this is happening. For a hefty $35, your room can smell like pizza 24 hours a day.
I think it smells exactly like a pizza.
Oh, I am shocked. This actually smells good. You know how disappointed your friends will be when they smell this and realize that you didn't cook them pizza?
Such a weird find. Okay, so lanyards are usually too boring for me to review. But Universal had me spending anyway because of their interesting zip lanyard. A movie official security badge. My face when Vanessa pulls this thing out. Like, what? Super silly design that dates back to the first Sanshi drop. Just like that badge, this one is metal, but can be clipped on your pants or your security uniform, making it a fantastic addition to any Night Guard cosplay. Stick your hotel key or security pass into the back slot for easy access. This is such a unique little item, and I am absolutely going to be using it. $20 well spent, especially considering that it's the same price as the badge itself. And then we have rock crystal candy. Okay, now you're just reaching. There is nothing about rock candy that even remotely relates to Freddy's. I get it, these candies are just cool looking, and they tend to be sold in gift shops, just like these. But Universal, you are selling a pack for nearly every IP you can. Did you really have to do Freddy's too? The colors were almost our characters, but then there's just a random white one? And it turns out that the white one is the only one with a Freddy's themed flavor? So, did they just phone this in, or did they just phone this in?
They're all delicious, honestly. That's what happens when it's pure sugar.
Speaking of basic, we also got coasters. Plain white square coasters, with the pizza place sign in the middle. Talk about uninspired. Sure, it's not bad by any means, but they are $10 a piece. Which means, if you want a set of 4, that'll cost you $40. They've also got that unglazed ceramic feel to them that just gives me the ick.
Ew!
And they scuff up horribly fast. Yeah, stay away from that one. The glass on top, however, I absolutely freaking adore. A vibrant display of our favorite movie characters on a glass of soda. And there's actually 2 of them, if you count the Universal Horror Nights themed one. Like the rest of the Horror Nights themed merch, Freddy is center stage. I don't love all the warning labels and cheap-looking copyrights. Plus, it irks me that it's not dishwasher safe. However, the decals seem to be well in place, so you might get away with it. Definitely better off than this random printed glass of mine. As for the orange bubbly I'm sippin', yep, I did also fall for the Fanta collab. Freddy's face can be found on Fanta bottles and cans for the horror season this year. And seeing him star in the commercial was super fun. But as you can tell, he didn't get a special flavor. It's just orange soda. We also happened to go to an AMC theater recently to watch Roofman. That was a blast, by the way. And noticed they were selling a sticker pack. What? These things are so silly. Very low quality, so you may want to avoid. Let's get back on track by looking at all that Horror Nights themed clothing. Zach and I both got our favorites, starting with this absolutely adorable checkered top with characters down the arms. Oh man, I wanted this as soon as I saw it. This shirt is so cute! But annoyingly, I have to tell you, do not buy this. And if you do, definitely avoid the dryer. I washed this shirt once, and the back decal is already cracking.
My sleeves have also gotten shorter, so that's fun.
Oh my goodness, for the price of this shirt, you have got to be kidding me.
What did it cost?
Oh no, how much is this one? 50? 60? 70?
No. Why is it so expensive? Let's look at something that actually turned out to be good. This $80 button-up shirt for Zach. Yeah, maybe the price is paralyzing, but the print is so cute. The material is slick and high quality. We put this thing through rain, sweat, rides, the washer and dryer, and still looks new. Unlike my other clothing item, my new pair of sweatpants. Size small. The size that I always fit. But of course, not this time. I could fit another person in here. My first day out with these sweats was quite the hassle, because they were so loose around the waist that I had to keep it tightly tied so the weight of my phone didn't bring it down. The whole purpose of sweatpants is supposed to be comfort, but that's not what I got. Luckily, after its first wash, there was not cracking in the decals. However, it did shrink. Way too much. And the legs are high waters. Oh my god. Oh, but they're $50? Oh no.
No, don't like that.
Therefore, I cannot recommend Universal Clothing. There are other things available, but judging by the feel of them, they're all gonna be about the same as mine. Well, all this heartbreaking is making me crave pizza, so let's take a break and visit the one and only official Freddy's restaurant. Louie's restaurant? Okay, so as incredible as a Freddy's restaurant could be inside the Horror Nights, let's just say Universal got a bit lazy on the reskin here. Animating the husk of their current pizza restaurant, Freddy and the gang tweaked the menu and plastered their faces throughout. Working with a Pizzeria simulator budget and not even a pan stand to be found. Hopefully the food makes up for it. Wait, spaghetti pizza? And it's literally the only pizza they're serving? I was a little uncertain by this bold choice, but my mind was instantly changed. My gosh, that is tasty. And perfectly bizarre for our restaurant of 6-foot-tall humanoid musical animals. Your other choice of entree is the shockingly obscure sister location reference, Eggs Benedict, as a sandwich. This is such a hilarious choice, but for some reason, and maybe we just got unlucky, it had no hollandaise sauce. Neither of us wanted to eat this. Our two signature drinks, however, are both awesome choices.
You can't claim that. That's mine. I choose that one.
But it's so good.
And I choose that one.
What do I drink then?
You can drink that. This is a Chica lime. What? But why is it Chica?
Because Chica's green.
Chica's green?
If they wanted green so bad, make it Springtrap soda or something. This one was my favorite though, being less sweet and leaning into sour and tang. Foxy's, on the other hand, was a full sugar strawberry soda experience, paired with an adorable plastic hook and chunk of Foxy flesh?
Oh my gosh, what is that?
This was some kind of gummy that did not vibe with me. Chica's drink also had a green jelly, but they make you go fishing for that one. And the crown jewel of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place noms, a massive pink fluffy Mr. Cupcake. The server didn't even let me order. He already knew I was buying it. Look at how adorable this little guy is. They really nailed it here. I love that his pieces are edible white chocolate. His base is devil's food cake, and hidden under his frosting lies a bloody surprise.
Diabetes.
I am so happy this finally exists. Overall, our experience at Freddy's Pizzeria was peak themed dining. And this opinion was heavily reinforced by our experience at Toad's Cafe in Epic Universe, serving mid-food for the price of luxury. Yeah, don't bother. Arriving at my door with a slight markup, we have the Horror Nights exclusive Freddy figure. with a very simple and blank-looking box. This is definitely not something I expected to see as part of the merch drop. Universal's very own figure? Honestly, coming into this, I expected to see BioWorld items and maybe some new Jazzwares things. Not Universal's very own merch!
He's cute! He looks a lot like the Nendroid.
I love his little pose and removable stand.
Oh.
Not so sure about the Helpy teeth, though. Alright, who's up for more candy? The gummy pizza is back in action in its very own pizza box. Inconvenient bite-sized slices, toppings of which consisting of tomato, red pepper, green mushroom, pickle, red shrimp?
Who put shrimp on pizza?
Me? It's delicious.
Okay. Just tastes like a gummy.
Almost like an orange sherbet, kinda.
Overall, pretty yummy, not gonna lie. Just don't eat the entire thing while watching the second movie. Your tummy will not thank you. Next up, our lucky last-minute find, the authentic Pizzeria Red Cup set. Once again, I say lucky because the scalpers are not kind with the prices of these things. And I can barely blame them. I mean, these cups are really cool. I'm super hyped to have them join my collection of red cups that already exist. Yep, for those of you who don't know, FYE have been releasing cups just like these for a few years now with various characters printed on them. They have to be some of my favorite FNaF items to collect, for their usability, durability, and retro aesthetic. And these ones are different.
Oh no! Why? Universal, what are you doing?
Slightly smaller and more of a carrot red. That's just tragic. Up next, we have yet another candy, orange soda chocolate bar. Heck yeah, orange flavored sugar to pair with my orange flavored sugar. That's what I'm talking about. The bar even features popping candy to give you a true soda pop sensation. Okay, but this has to be related to the Fanta collab. Freddy doesn't even have anything to do with orange soda in the first place, right? He has more ties with lemonade and fruit punch. I'm so confused, but you know what? It's delicious, so I don't really care. And last but not least, another package because we never saw this item in person. In fact, I don't even know what it is.
What? No way, the book from the movie? This is a journal, isn't it? Dream Theory! Oh my gosh. It's a journal! Oh, that's so funny!
Never expected this to be at Horror Nights, but I love it. Now that is a lot of merchandise. And we didn't even buy all of it. There's still more. Here's a glance at the things I didn't pick up because they were far too basic. Or more clothes that I probably don't need. Thank you guys so much for supporting us in our trip over to the first Freddy's. This was such a memorable night and only got us that much more excited for the movie. And I really hope you guys can go see it for yourself. If not, watch the walkthrough, get yourself some Mr. Cupcakes in the oven. I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween. Bye bye!
Remember to smile. You are the face that brings back
Wait, it's Halloween's over? You put up the Christmas tree? Why is spooky season so short?